With the holiday season in full swing, holiday shoppers are everywhere looking for great deals. The Torrance Marriott Holiday Shopping Deal includes a $50 gift card to the Del Amo Fashion Center, deluxe accommodations for 2 adults, complimentary valet parking for 1 car, and much more. This special is available now until March 2nd, 2011. For information, go to TorranceCA.Gov. And finally, Operation Tribute to Freedom shares the stories of soldiers who have or are currently serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. Chief Warrant Officer Theodore Mozaleski serves as a military intelligence analyst for the Army Reserves, and he's also a Torrance native. Reporter Fawn Keim has the story.
He was the one being honored, but Mozaleski was more interested in honoring others. I joined him at the Veteran Memorial Wall to pay respect to those from Torrance who have paid the ultimate sacrifice.
How does it make you feel coming and looking at these names?
It makes me feel part of a great tradition of Torrance, which is an all-American city, and my peers, my comrades in arms who paid the ultimate sacrifice. So it gives me honor and pride.
Jose Gutierrez and Joseph Anzac Jr. both died in Iraq, the theater in which Mozaleski served. He says his battalion's success stands on the shoulders of these 2 men.
The soldiers that preceded us, the service members, Marines, airmen, soldiers, they did an outstanding job, especially during the surge, because there were headlines in 2006 that the province of Anbar was lost.
But Anbar was not lost. Thanks to the military intelligence efforts like Mozaleski's, the province saw one of the most dramatic turnarounds of the war. The military was his destiny, something he realized as a young boy.
Torrance has a great tradition of maintaining the Armed Forces Day Parade. I attended the static displays, which they have, and a young soldier let me handle a .45 caliber pistol, and it was quite an honor, quite an event for me. So back at 6 years old, I had a sense of affiliation for the military.
But Mozaleski was also inspired by his father.
And he always showed me pictures of his career in Europe during World War II, and that also motivated me, inspired me too.
A whole bureau of keepsakes and photos tell the story of Mozaleski's path to the military.
And this is you here?
Yeah, there's a picture of me from my youth.
Torrance's Little League was a big part of Mozaleski's young life. But at North High, he became interested in football. Never having played before, he had quite a learning curve.
And so I had to work real hard, and eventually I started to catch up and learn the skills, but that first year was a shock.
Oh my gosh, but it must have been great training for the Army Reserve,
oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was a good preparation, the discipline and the physical exertion.
To this day, he sets higher personal standards for the physical fitness tests than the Army requires. And all the physical discipline helps with the endurance and the mental discipline required.
Initially, the hardest part of the deployment was the oppressive heat. In the first 105 days of our deployment, the high was 105 degrees or hotter. And then after the environmental considerations, the tough part was the separation from the family.
While on deployment, stretches of 6 months would go by without seeing his family.
And then what was the most rewarding aspect of being deployed in Iraq?
The most rewarding is to be a part of something bigger than myself and to impact history.
And impact history, he did.
I entered Iraq late May, and then by June 30th is when the United States forces, through the security agreement, withdrew from the cities in a responsible manner and continued to mentor the Iraqi forces to take the lead.
It's one of Mozaleski's proudest moments. His life has been one of achievement, high standards, and of service. But above all, it's been a life of honor. Fawn Keim, Torrance City Cable, Channel 3.
Thank you, Fawn. If you'd like to learn more about Operation Tribute to Freedom, go to Army.mil. And that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And a special thanks to the folks at the Torrance Marriott. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.